What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. It's us. Let's get productive. So this week I wanted to talk to you guys about a brand new VST that just came out that I'm honestly a little bit conflicted about. I've been debating with myself about this one, if you will. Not so much the VST itself, but we'll get into what the issues are. But the VST that I'm talking about is Hensive, a brand new VST by producer Sources. But before we get into that, we have something really cool that we have to do. A couple of weeks ago, I decided to do a giveaway, 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And thank you all again for tuning into my channel every week and making this giveaway possible. But now we're gonna get this thing done. We're gonna get into the giveaway and someone is gonna win some really dope VSTs. Really dope plugin and a really dope sample pack. It's going to be a great giveaway. So just to recap and go over what it is that this lucky person is winning, you will be getting the new Virtual Realm VST by Digital Pro Sounds, which I reviewed a couple of weeks back. It's a really dope VST, some really incredible presets, so you're going to have a lot of fun with that. And you're going to be getting a plugin by Output called Thermal, which is an effects plugin, a distortion effects plugin. It's really great plugin. And you're gonna be getting my sample pack, the Rose Gold Bundle, at 40% off. You're gonna get a 40% off discount code for that. So it's gonna be a really great giveaway. The way we're gonna do this thing is we're gonna spin a wheel. I have a bunch of names, a bunch of people hit me up to join this giveaway. I got a bunch of names on this wheel. We're gonna spin the wheel. It's gonna land on a name, and whoever's name it lands on, that's who's gonna win this giveaway. So let's get right into it. Let me see, I can bring this thing up on my phone. So this is it right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll make sure I put like a screenshot of it over here somewhere. So I'm gonna spin the wheel and we are going to have a winner. And I'm spinning. Congratulations to Ian Hellwig. Ian Hellwig is the winner of this giveaway. Ian Hellwig, congratulations to you, buddy. You did it. You're gonna get a Virtual Realm VST. You're gonna get the Output Thermal plugin. And you're going to get my sample pack at a 40% off discount rate. You got some good stuff, bro. So I'm gonna be sending you an email shortly with everything you need to get this incredible stuff. But congratulations to you again. And shout out to everyone who participated in this giveaway. It's been dope to even be able to do something like this. I wanna give a big shout out to Digital Pro Sounds for offering up the Virtual Realm VST, and a huge shout out to Output for lending the Thermal plugin. But now, without further ado, let's get back into this review. That rhyme, kind of dope. The VST we're going to be reviewing today is Hensive by producer Sources. Now, I'm going to come right out and say it. I'm conflicted, and the reason I'm conflicted, maybe this is something that you guys can help me with. I'm trying to figure out where's the line between quality products but horrible service. I'll explain to you guys what I mean by that. I've been dealing with producer Sources for a while. I have a few VSTs that I bought directly from their website. Now, the reason that I'm a little bit conflicted is every single time I have ever purchased something from producer Sources, and maybe you guys have the same experience. Please let me know in the comment section if you do. But every single time I purchase something from producer Sources, I never have an easy go at it. Never. That has never happened. There's never been a product that I've bought from producer Sources that I've been able to just easily download, or there hasn't been some kind of issue that prevented me from getting right into the VST. I buy it today and I usually end up using the VST 2 or 3 days later because there's some kind of issue with the download or something. I decided to take a gamble one more time, and I thought to myself, all right, it's not that expensive. Let me just check this thing out. So I purchased it, and lo and behold, I click download and the download link does not work at all. I'm only bringing this up and making this intro so long because I have to know that you guys, I don't know if you do, but do you have any idea how frustrating it is to buy something and try to use it, and it immediately does not work. Right out the box, it does not work. And then you have to wait days to get a response from customer service before you can even get an update on what you should do to fix the problem. They did send me back an email. They were nice enough. They explained that they had a issue with the download link, and that there's an updated download link, and that I should go to the website and download the new copy and it should work. So I download it. I go through the whole installation process. I get it on my door and I use it. And it's actually kind of dope. And I'm actually kind of conflicted and confused and debating whether I should purchase anything from there again, because it's super weird that they can suck so much at customer service and have a pretty dope VST. So we're gonna go over this thing right now. I'm gonna show you guys what I like about it. Obviously, we're gonna talk about what I don't like about it. I already gave you guys a handful of things that I didn't like about the company, but we're gonna go over this thing right now. So let's just jump right into it. Let's check out Hensive and let's see what this thing is all about. Okay, so once you load up Hensive, this is what you get. This is the Hensive VST. Simple stuff's pretty straightforward. You cannot resize the UI, which of course is a bummer. I wish I could resize the UI, but you have your typical stuff that you get in your romplers, your samplers. You have an amp low, an amp high, an ADSR right here in the center. You have your gain knob right here. You have a reverb adjustment knob and a cutoff knob for your filter types, whether you're doing a high pass or a low pass filter. You have your cutoff knob right there. You also have a pitch bend knob right here, which is really cool. And you have your glide knob. You have an LFO rate and an LFO depth. So you have your LFOs over here on the right. You have your voice mode, your filter type, your velocity curve over here on the left. And in this center display here, you have this box over here where you can go through your instrument lists and all the different instrument categories. And then you have this box over here where you can select the sounds from said category. Now, just going over the UI itself and how I feel about it, you guys know that I'm really into simple UIs, really straightforward UIs that, you know, doesn't overcomplicate things. I do like that about this. As far as just the look, the aesthetic of it, I think it's a little, it's okay. Everything looks a little ashy. It looks a little bit like there's baby powder on it or something. Like it's a little faded. But if the sounds are fire, does anything I just said even matter? If you go to the instrument list, you'll see you have 808s, bass, brass, choirs, drums. So they have drums in their instrument list, which is really cool. I love when romplers and samplers, they give you drums to use in the VST, because then it's kind of like an all-in-one situation. You don't have to really go anywhere else. You can make a whole beat in the VST itself. In that drum category, you have drill essentials, trap essentials, West Coast essentials, East Coast. We'll just start with the trap essentials. As you go through the octaves, you can change the drums. So these are some kicks. Typical trap kicks, but the fact that it's in the VST, it makes things a lot easier, that you don't have to bounce back and forth, you know, between different VSTs to find the drums you're looking for. Now, obviously, you might have your own drums that you like using, but it's really cool to just be able to get an idea out right away, all in one VST. So it has that going for it. You have drill essentials. So these are drill drums for your drill beats. I like the drill drums a lot. Now, one thing I will say about the drums in this thing is it's not a huge deal, but I'd be very careful to add any kind of compression. They seem like they've been compressed already and they've kind of been processed already. And you don't want to do too much to it because then you can lose a lot of the dynamics and the kick and then the snare. These drums seem like they're ready to go, and you can kind of hear it when I play them. You know what I'm saying? There's a bit of a ceiling there. They're not quite, you know, they're kind of being a little bit compressed. If you go through the sounds, they have some guitars here. We can go through some of these guitars. You have that. Let me see. You have Armstrong. This is a really nice guitar here. I really like this one, and this is what I mean. They got some nice sounds, man. Really nice guitar, Armstrong. Black Snake. Got your old school Triton-esque electric guitar. That's the Keeping It Gangsta guitar right there. Y'all, any of my old heads that remember Fabulous first album, that's those Keeping It Gangsta guitars. Yeah, so we got those. Now, one thing I'm not a fan of, I like being able to just click forward, like to have a little arrow here in the center where I can just click forward and go to the next sound and go to the next sound. But in this setup, I have to literally click the category, the group list, and scroll down and click the next sound. And when I click the sound, the category goes away. So if I want to go to the next sound, I have to click the category again, go down and click the next sound. And it's just a bit time consuming. I mean, it's not the most annoying thing in the world, but it's just, it slows the process down a little bit. These are still guitars. So yeah, you have some really interesting guitars. Nigeria, I like that guitar. Let's go to keys. Oh, matter of fact, let's go to pads. You have Andromeda. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of pads, so I love when a VST has dope pads, and I'm really digging these right here. I love Andromeda. You have Antares Planets, I think that says. Antares Planets. That's a little bit distorted. Let me lower the volume here a little bit. That's kind of dope. And that's cool. So those are some pads. You have brass. This is called axle brass. I like this one a lot. Those are really nice. Classic brass. Classic brass. Now this one I really like, the dirty brass. This is fire. Dope brass. And that's what I meant, man. Like, all the bullshit aside that I had to deal with just to get to this point, when I started actually going through the sounds, I started liking them, like royal brass. Beautiful brass. So you got your brass instruments. We can go to keys and check out some of the keys. You got your basic acoustic piano. That's pretty cool. Adonis synth. You got a lot of keys. That's pretty dope. ATL. OG Bell. I really like the keys in this VST. They sound really lush, really beautiful. Full. That's really dope. I like that. I like that. The Club Jam keys. Those are really dope. Let's just skip a few. We got drips here. You could use a lot of these keys in a lot of West Indian music, a lot of island rhythm music, you know, African music. Let's skip some of these. Let's go down to, let's see, PTSD keys. That's interesting. Those are pretty dope. PTSD key. Let's go. Let's get out of keys. Let's go to choirs. I think it's just a few. Yeah. So you have just a few choirs here. This one sounds like it has a flange effect on it. It's called Exoplanet. Pretty dope. This one is called Heaven. Moonstone. That one is really nice. And as you can see what I'm talking about, like, it's very simple VST, very simple UI, almost typical. You know, you see this thing, you go, I already know what this is gonna be, but there are a few hidden gems in here, and for the price, it's worth it, except the customer service. This one is really cool. I like Ritual. Ritual is really dope. They sound good. Strings. Nice. So really, really cool sounds. I'm digging the sounds in this thing. Again, like, I have no issue with anything I'm hearing here. I don't feel like I wasted my money and buying this thing, other than the initial experience I had with downloading this thing. And that's why it sucks, and that's why it's a bit of a dilemma, is because I actually enjoy a lot of the sounds that I hear in here. I just wish that I didn't have to roll the dice and gamble anytime I purchase something from Producer Sources. So again, this is no hate, no shade, and if anyone is watching from Producer Sources, definitely something you guys should look into. I don't know what's going on, but I just know, me personally, every single time I've bought something from Producer Sources, there's been some kind of download issue. So something that needs to be worked on their end. On our end, we're still getting a really cool VST, and I'm about to jump into this cook up, so rock out with me. Let's get into this beat. Let's see what we can do with this. So let's go through this real quick. We went through a lot of the brass, guitars. We didn't do much with the strings. I did hear in the strings, I did hear one. Find it. It was a set of strings in here that was really big that I liked. No, I think. Yeah, I think it was this one. Know what? We're gonna add that. We're gonna add that. Quantize that. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll lay down a melody like this, and I'll go back in, and once I have that, I'll stay on the same track and just add more and keep building on it to make it bigger and bigger, because I'm not the best piano player in the world, so sometimes I have to do it in different takes and kind of layer things up to get it to sound where I want it to sound. So we have that. I'm gonna add more to it. So we'll stay on this sound and try to build. And then, yeah, here. Yeah, something like that, a little bit heavier underneath it, just to make it sound a bit wider and a bit more grand. Yeah, sounds a bit, and then you just want to join everything together, quantize everything. It sounds a bit crowded, but since this is gonna play the background a little bit, it's okay, and it's strings, so it's okay for me to like widen that sound and just give it so much atmosphere in the headphones and stuff. So I like to add a lot of elements to my strings so that it feels very full. That way you don't have to do too much with the melody because there's so much fullness in the headphones. Right, back in Hensive. You can go to keys. I hate that I gotta keep clicking every single time and just keep like clicking to go from category to go from sound to sound. I gotta keep clicking the category. I wish it was just an arrow where I can click for the next sound. Nice harp. Let's see how this harp sounds. That. Alright, we can add this. We can add this. Let's try that again. right, we can quantize that and copy and paste it. Nice, and copy and paste that. Boom. Let's jump back into Hensive. Let's check out the pads. Cosmos flute. Yeah, let's throw a flute in here. I don't know why this isn't just in the woodwinds category, because it's a pretty dope flute. Well, we're gonna use that, so let's add that. So I got that down, but I'm gonna move the notes around a little bit. All right, so I moved the notes around and got me So we're going to go to Virtual Realm on this one of my favorite new VSTs. We're going to go to Chord Shots and try to give this beat a little bit more atmosphere. Yeah, I like this one right here, Chord Shot Life. Quantize that. Get a nice little vibe going with that. Whoops. So we're going to add that. And what I like to do with stuff like this is I like to bounce it in place so it can become a wave file, because I can manipulate the wave file a little bit more. Like, you know, I can side chain it. I could do different things to a wave file that I might not necessarily be able to achieve easily with a MIDI file. So we got the wave file right there, and we don't need this anymore. All right, add this kick real quick. Quantize that. Just copy and paste it and we'll be good to go. Alright, quantize that. Even copy and paste that. Boom. Boom. Good to go. Okay, now I'm gonna add these hi-hats I got from Hat Tricks. I'm definitely gonna do a review on Hat Tricks because they have some really dope some really dope elements to that VST. Alright, so now we're gonna add some bass. So let's go to 808s. Like that. Let's try to do that. Let's do something with that. Alright, so this is the beat finished. Let's play this thing back and see what it sounds like. I'm going to open up Hensive here. Alright, and let's play this thing back and see what we got going on. So that's it. That's Hensive. That was a really quick cook up using the Hensive VST. So right now you can get the Hensive VST for $14. So that was part of my dilemma initially. This is part of the thing that was kind of driving me crazy about Producer Sources, that, yo, this is a $14 VST. That's an incredible price for some really cool sounds. And it's a VST that comes with drums. So you don't really have to go outside the VST to create a dope track if you don't want to. But I just really wish they would figure out whatever troubles they're having in regards to sending out download links. I mean, like I said before, this isn't the first time that I've had an issue with downloading one of their products after I purchased it. All of that aside, you guys let me know what you think. Is it worth purchasing a VST? And we're not going to just single out Producer Sources, because there's other companies out there that, you know, you download their products and it's an incredibly difficult situation, and you not being able to use the products right away because the downloads aren't working properly or whatever. So this goes for all the companies that are having that kind of an issue. You guys let me know in the comments, is it worth purchasing something that's going to be a little bit difficult to install if the VST has really great sounds in it, right? And it's a really great price? Or do you feel that it's not worth the hassle no matter how good the sounds in the VST are? In my opinion, I think the sounds in this VST are pretty dope, and I think that is definitely worth $14. I've been using this on a few beats already, and I've gotten some pretty dope stuff. But you guys let me know what you think. Do you think it's worth it? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Is this something that you're going to be picking up? Also, let me know if there's any VSTs that you'd like to see me review. I do have a lot more reviews coming up in the future. In the upcoming weeks, I have a lot of stuff that I have to get through. There's a lot of dope things coming out, and I look forward to sharing that with you guys. Thanks for stopping by. As always, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and stay in contact. Leave comments and let me know what's going on in the producer world. Again, another shout out to the winner of the 1,000 sub giveaway. Shout out to Output for the thermal plugin, and shout out to Digital Pro Sounds for the Virtual Realm VST. And I'll see you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.